Danica.
I'm Regina, for those of you who don't know me.
And we're running for public relations.
Okay, come on.
We feel as a parent that we can assist the club to grow using our attributes and dedication while upholding the PAA tradition and the cultural aspect. About myself, I've been in PAA for 3 years. I've done cultural and choir, and I'm currently in choir, so I know how the club works. I was co-publicity in my Filipino club in high school. I managed the web page and I also designed the logo. I also helped out with our high school's ASB with the posters. And I've also helped out, I actually hand-drawn some of the posters that we did for Hangout Day here in PA. I've completed courses in web design and art appreciation that I believe will benefit me in this position. I was also a choir coordinator for the spring semester alongside Jamie Balanza, and during that year I designed the choir shirt.
Okay, so I'm Regina again, and so a little bit about me is that I'm a second year. I joined PAA this year, at the beginning of this year, and I'm a poli-sci major and I'm minoring in management. And just a fun fact, I'm a big appreciator of the arts, so I like everything that's like aesthetically pleasing. I go to museums and I do stuff like that. That's just a fun fact. So I'm barely starting to get more involved here in UC Merced, but I have tons of experience in high school. I was a junior class officer in my high school, and I was part of the publicity committee, so that we were in charge of advertising and publicizing all the events, making the t-shirt designs, and we made a lot of posters. And I don't want to brag, but our posters were really good. They were like 3D. But so yeah, and then senior year, I became a senior class officer, and I was co-publicity commissioner. And I was also in ASB leadership. I was the historian commissioner, so I took a lot of photos. I designed and made people's badges. And I was the journalism editor, entertainment editor, so that's like our school newspaper. So as an editor, I made layouts for every issue of the entertainment column in the newspaper, and I was also in yearbook. So aside from taking pictures, we spent a lot of time on computers, so I have lots of experience with InDesign and Photoshop. And I also really like photography. So last year I made a portfolio for my art class, and just show like a couple stuff. So I did.
Whoa!
Is anyone familiar with Barbara Kruger's work? She's like the brand Supreme imitated her work. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff like. And I also work at El Capitan High School, so it's right down Bellevue. And I really want to try to start an art program there for their after school. And so with that art program, it will involve painting, photography, and a lot of digital media. So hopefully by next semester, my skills in that aspect will build a lot more.
1 minute.
Okay, so plans.
Okay. As PR, we believe that publicizing is really important. Using the social media and actual like propaganda, we feel that posting posters up earlier is a big thing because time is really important. We want to see we want many people to see how. We want many people to see the event that's coming up, so they'll have time to like, schedule it, have it in their schedule and all that stuff.
Okay, so who here is part of a club? Everyone should raise their hand. So anyone who's in any sort of club knows how hard it is.
Sorry.
Nobody want to give a shout?
Well, you gotta know.
Oh yeah.
At this time, how Charlene asked our candidates a question.
PCR, you are facing a lot of criticism from club members and people in the community as you said. How do you both take criticism and how open are you with feedback?
Pretty sure that we're open to any feedback that would help us. I take criticism very well. I would take that and just turn it into something really that would help me.
Yeah, like if we get criticism, I don't see that really as a bad thing. I see that as like people are giving us an opportunity to improve ourselves. So I like being criticized because I like being pointed out of like the things we need to improve on. So yeah, whatever we get criticized by, I take that as a good thing because I really want to work on making it better. And as for feedback, I really like having everyone's input because there's like 50 people in this room, so that's like potentially 50 great ideas. So yeah, if I was cabinet member, I really want to integrate like people giving me their feedback as well.
Thank you.
What's one idea that you have to better the position?
Wait, do you have anything?
Oh, I've included that pretty much putting up posters earlier so everybody can see. Maybe if we could help out chief of staff with updating the website and taking pictures alongside with the chief of staff and anything else. Maybe videos here and there, help promote CMCD.
So I really want to work on advertisement, like Bogey greatly put it. He said, what's the point of having a great event if like we don't advertise well and people don't show up? So I find that the best ways to advertise in this like modern day is either word of mouth or through social media. So yeah, what I was going to say earlier, if anyone's in any sort of club, you know how hard it is to get people to go to your event. So like I was a sales assistant last year, and I felt very weird, like I felt like I was pushy or embarrassing to get people to try to buy my product. But one of my managers told me that like marketing isn't about creating non-existent needs. It's just creating an awareness for people to buy things they already want. So I want to work on all of us as members of this club to really have that genuine excitement for our events, because then we can we're not trying to drag people to go to our events. We're making people, we're just making people aware of our events that we know they will have a really good time in. So yeah, I really want to work on social media as well. And in high school, a lot of my friends and I did shameless advertising. So I want us to all post a lot on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook groups, and yeah.
Kind of like a two-part question, kind of cheating. Real quick, are you in any other clubs other than PAA?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I think
What was the
that's
second question?
Well,
How would
the
I
second
know?
question was going to be, like if you were in part of another club, I was going to ask, why do you want to be in public relations here as opposed to another club? Like, why PAA? But you're here, and this is the only one you're in, so.
Yeah. Well, you can answer that. Danica can answer that.
I'm also in the League of Legends club. I'd rather dedicate my time here in PAA since this is how I started. It's also my family.
All right, we have time for one more question. Oh, all right, thank you, ladies.